So, sorry, I couldn't help myself. I'm watching a YouTuber who's deaf and mute. Um, he's muted, not, he still can make noise, but like with his mouth, but like because he can't hear himself, he don't speak, if that makes any sense, because it just doesn't go well, But he's a furry. I think that's what he is. He's a furry. I don't really care. He's Exo Wolf. Honestly, I like watching him because, I like seeing people like me, because and it's sad that he is the way he is because he should be able to hear, but that's not always the case, and you're not always born perfect. I mean, nobody's born perfect. I mean, I learned that hard way throughout my entire childhood. I am deaf in this ear. People can. It's funny. I have a metal wad somewhere back here. Like I think right here, if you see where my middle finger is, I think it's like right there, and I can stick my head this way, and I can hear that because that sounds travel through that and vibrate down, which is hilarious. But if you try to talk in my left ear, I I can't hear it. Like all I hear is nothing. I literally could not hear you. The only reason I have a metal pole or whatever you want to call it in my head is because I wanted to be able to hear out of that ear. So the issue with me is I wasn't born deaf. I was deaf because I had a ear infection in my left ear, in this ear, in the middle ear, and it eating all the bones that helps produce the hearing in this ear. I don't have. There is nothing in my ear that helps me hear. Nothing in it. So yeah, I'm deaf. Um, I'm permanently deaf. And not that I can hear about it. I can hear out of this ear just fine. But that's why I had a titanium. Not, I don't think it's titanium. I don't think. But that's why I had a metal pole in my head that goes from uh, it goes from my skin all the way to my brain. And in fact, it connects to my brain, and it allows me to hear my. It allows me to hear if I use um, hearing aids. But it's not the type of hearing aid that you put in your ear at all. Because again, I don't hear. I don't have bones in this ear. The Exo Wolf has those bones. I do not. My bones, I was born with them, but I got an ear infection called a chlorostioma, and that's its technical term, doctor technical term, and it eating all my bones in this ear. I don't have um, any hearing things that makes me hear in this ear is gone. I don't hear out of this ear, so I had to have a metal wad in my skull to hook it up, but because it just my skin did not like it, I had to have it removed. It was all pussy and icky and yucky and not fun at all. But I used to know sign language to a really good degree when I was a kid. I don't know much of it. I do know this is going to the bathroom, and this is thank you, thank you. That's about it. I think this is like dad, one is sister, the other one brothers. I don't know, but that's all. That's like I know thank you, and I know thank you, and I know restroom. That's about it. Um, um, the only reason I'm able to speak is because I went through training, as going through speech therapy, trying to get my speech, really good, because I couldn't get anyone to understand anything I say. Like when I was a kid, I remember getting so frustrated over people not able to understand me. Like to me, I can speak. To me, I can speak. I can say words. I hear it, and I know I'm talking, but to other people, it's like it's just all gibberish. I know I'm talking, but it's like they don't understand it because I don't speak well. But to me, I am speaking well, and so it's a really confusing thing, and I used to get really, really frustrated. I still have issues with speaking. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better, and I'm not willing to go to speech therapy again because, quite honestly, I had, the last time I went to speech therapy, I got treated like I was stupid, and they treated me like I was stupid, and I did not like it, and so I quit. Part of it's because they treated my care worker, who was also my friend at the time, like shit, and I'm just like, I'm done with this, because I expect to be treated with respect. I get it, I'm disabled, and I think differently than a lot of people, and I have issues, like impulse issues, and I don't do all the social cues and stuff like that, but I still like it I still would like it if people treat me with kindness and respect, and treat me with dignity. Don't treat me like I'm stupid just because I'm disabled, because to me that's discrimination. And I do not like being discriminated against. I absolutely hate it. I've been discriminated against multiple times in my life. I've been called stupid. I've been called idiot. I've been called a retard. I've been called a jackass. Though that was more because I was angry. But I just don't like being. I don't like it when people treat me like I'm dumb. It's not. It's a thing I don't like. Because I've been treated like way for as long as I can imagine, because I've been disabled. And I know people say, well, you haven't been disabled. Oh, well, you don't look like you're disabled. Yes, I may not look like it, but I assure you I am. I have paperwork that proves I'm disabled. I have scientific proof that I'm disabled, and I have facts that proves that I'm disabled. I have paperwork upon paperwork upon paperwork of myself that proves that I'm disabled. That tells you everything I've been diagnosed with. I've been diagnosed with ADHD, which you can tell because I have a lack of impulse control. I'm not good with impulse control. And I probably will never be good at it anyway, but, I'm not good at it. I'm also not good at following up through things. That's another thing that I just don't see a lot of people talk about. Like a lot of ADHD channels don't tend to talk about like the issues with following up, because here's the thing, people with ADHD, and I know that because I do have ADHD. People with ADHD has a tendency to have issues with following through with things. I have an issue with saving money. I know I can do it because I've done it before, but my brain literally cannot do it, and that's why I give my mom full control. I want to give my mom full control of my bank account because I am not good at saving money. I'm just not. I have tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I go, oh, look, shiny thing, and then I want to buy shiny thing. You know, I had a friend who I understand he may not understand what ADHD is and all that. Like he understand the name, but I don't think he understand the full effects of the symptoms. He's like, well, ADHD doesn't have lack of impulse control, and it's like I told my mom, and I will not tell who he is because currently I want to protect him, but um, but I told my mom, hey, like that's a load of crap. That's what my mom said, and I'm like, yeah, that's a load of crap. And my mom was like, why do you even care? I'm like, I don't know. Like if I had ability to not care, I would. Okay, I seriously would. It's part of my lack of impulse control. Me caring is part of that. You know, sometime I'll care, sometime I won't. I don't know why I do. You know, I shouldn't care about things like that, but I do. You know, one of the things I do is I act all tough because I am insecure and I have low self-esteem because I got bullied and all sorts of stuff. You know, I've been through a lot of bad things and not illegal things, but I've been through a lot of things that, you know, without my strong courage to fight, I would probably never made it. 2 years old. How would I put it? When I was a kid, I grown up with only one sister. I loved her. She was the closest sister I known. I also loved my younger sister as well. But during the time, I didn't know Wendell because Wendell did not exist yet. Wendell was not even born yet. This was like this is before Wendell was born. I grown up with Ashna. Ashna's my older sister. She's one of my favorite family members. I grown up with her. Basically, almost anything she liked, I liked. You know, I do almost anything she did. If she liked painting, I'd like painting. If she played with Barbies, I'd play with Barbies. And I do genuinely like playing with Barbies. And I know to some people that may seem creepy, but to me, I don't see the difference. My brain can't see the difference because I played Barbies since I was a kid, you know. And I know people may think that that's creepy or, well, men shouldn't play with girl stuff. Well, I'm sorry, you know, but I'm going to do what I want and you need to respect my wish. You know, and if you can't respect my wish, then you are not my friend. You know, I want people who can respect me, not people who treat me like I'm stupid because, you know, I play with Barbies or because, you know, I do stupid things without knowing half the time. I had no control over that, you know. I had no control over why I collect Barbies, why I collect a lot of the stuff that I do. I just do. It's an impulse control. I go shiny thing and I want shiny thing. That has everything to do with ADHD. And when people get mad at me because, you know, I'm angry or I'm over obsessed with a certain thing, I can't help it. You know I am, but it's like my brain is just like, you know, my brain is like, my brain. I put it this way: it would be like trying to move a train without moving a train. If that makes any sense, you can't move a train without moving a train. I know I'm not blind. My eyes are just really tired. I stayed up all night. I forgot to take my meds because I thought I lost my meds. I did not. My phone. I know I'm not lazy. I procrastinate. There's a difference. And yeah, my procrastination is due to my ADHD again. And I know people say, well, you're just using that as an excuse. I'm really not. I also learned that I am phobophobia. A phobophobia is not a fear. It's the technical term for sensitivity to light. I found out I looked up the sensitivity to light as phobophobia. And it makes sense because I look up the light too long and I'll get headaches and migraines. And it's not just the sunlight. I get, like, if I look up the light there, open my eyes and I look up it, I get fucking migraines and headaches, and it's not fun. So yeah. So yeah, and I always been that way. I think it's getting worse as time goes on, but I don't really. It doesn't matter to me. But yes, I liked xusho Wolf. I think he's funny and cute, and not in a bad way. I think people with disabilities are cute. Because they have it different than me. They're similar to me, but they're different. And they have their own life, and and I just find them cute, and I want to hug xusho Wolf because he's so cute, with his sign language, and I can't help it. I'm sorry. I know I'm sounding like a creepo, but I can't help it. It's a natural instinct for me. Just like it's a natural instinct for me to act out with my English issues, even though I don't mean to, which is why I take my meds. If you're wondering, I'm not blind. My eyes are trying to close because I'm really tired. I got my eyes open. So yeah, my teeth looks like yellowish, whitish teeth, like they always do. So yeah, I just want to talk. I support xusho Wolf, and guys and gals, don't be disrespectful towards him, because telling people who are deaf to speak is not respectful. It's not the correct thing. Yes, I understand that you may not understand that, and I get that, but it's still not okay, because it's hurtful to him. It's hurtful to people who can't speak and who are deaf, because it's just one of those things that is hurtful. Like, it's hurtful for me when people treat me like I'm stupid. That's hurtful. That to me is discrimination. So just a head up. Either way, I like xusho Wolf. I think he does a great job. I would love to be part of his community on YouTube, and I would love to see him. Not in a creepy way, but I genuinely want to see him, because I want to say hello, and that's it. Just hi. That's all I want to say. And I don't, if he feels like that's creepy, fine by me. He doesn't have to go. I want to say hello. That's all I really have to say. And yes, I know it's creepy that I'm a 27-year-old, almost 28-year-old dude who's saying hi to someone who's probably young, but, I like saying hi to people. That's just who I am. So, hi, Exo Wolf, or how you want to pronounce your name. You are a great person, and don't listen to those people. Well, obviously you can't listen to those people who. But what I mean is, don't let people bully you because you're different. Okay. Just because you're different doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. You being different makes you strong. So don't ever listen or read about those people who discriminate you knowingly, because if you do, it will just hurt you. And I really, as a fellow content creator and a follow and a part of the disabled community, I don't. It'd be sad to see you hurt. So yeah, bye.